we're going to be conducting today an interview for Flushed and Fabulous book launch by Dr. Brenda Dr. Brenda Bradley. Is that correct? So, ladies, I'm going to go ahead and quickly introduce myself so we can get started. I am Shadonne Woodyard, a retreat leader, wellness coach, and founder of Skinnyish Wellness Travel. Skinnyish, I always shared that Skinnyish was born in my 40s when some days I felt skinny and some days I didn't. And that just became, that became the metaphor of midlife itself, right? One day we feel one way, one day we feel differently. So I always share that it's really not about size. It's really about embracing this change, right? That we're in.
Right.
The power of the community. So I always say, midlife menopause is not a decline, really. It's, for me, I feel like it's an opportunity to age backwards. And I know people don't always embrace that, but it's a vibrant season of really becoming. So I always say that, through the retreats, through the coaching, I try to create spaces where women can feel seen, they can feel heard. And it just gives us an opportunity to celebrate ourselves. So I wanted to mention my role in writing the book and the forwarding of the book. I'm sorry. It was an honor when you came to me and said, hey, would you like to write, a forward in the book? And I felt like it was natural. It was a yes. It was an automatic yes. Because the book, it echoes so much about self-care, about our daily habits. It's not clinical at all. It's grounded. It just gives the truth of what's really happening for this phase. So I just feel like I needed something like this in the beginning of my menopause journey. This would have helped me kind of usher it in. So I want to thank you for that. So I want to get into it today. I'm thrilled to be joined by this amazing woman that has been with me every step of the way. I always share that. I look back on all my pictures in the galleries, and you know how Google puts that that they give you all those highlights and everything. And I said, Brenda has been with me every step of the way, everything. And so if I cannot say again, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was an honor for me to be a part of your new project. And I want to give you a brief intro to Dr. Brenda. She's a passionate vegan wellness coach, a fierce advocate for helping women thrive during this midlife. And like I said, she brings not just science and strategy, but a heart and healing to the menopause community and conversation. So let's get into it. Let's welcome Dr. Brenda. Welcome, welcome, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I just want to say before I even introduce myself, which I'll make it very quick, but I cannot continue on with this until I say what I need to say right now. And that is, I am truly honored. I'm truly honored to share this space right now with you, Shadonne.
Oh,
Shadonne and I met, for those of you who don't know, we met over 15, 16 years ago. It does not seem that long. But when we met, I am here to tell you guys, I was going through a difficult time in my life. I almost canceled my appointment to see Shadonne, but something said, hey, you need to go to your appointment. And when I met Shadonne, I knew that my prayers had been answered. I knew that I finally have met an angel on this earth because she truly changed and helped me to change the trajectory of my life. And what I mean by that is I went on, she has helped me to heal and to move on. And I said, I need to pay this forward. And how can I pay this forward? Because my life has been saved, I'm being made whole again. And so I decided to become a certified health coach. So yes, I am a vegan slash plant-based, certified health coach. And I love paying it forward. I love meeting those of us where we are in life. And it's totally guilt-free. So I will always be honored, Shadonne, and I will always be thankful. So thank you so much for this time that I'm sharing with you right now.
Oh, it's an honor. It's an honor. So you want to give us a quick intro to yourself and your work?
Oh, sure, sure. See, I get so, see, I love talking about other people other than myself. So, yes, so I am a vegan health coach. I do love helping men, women, even children that might be dealing with some issues as well. And now at this particular point in my life, with this me being a health coach and helping other people, life keep moving and things keep on changing. And this is, my segue to say, here we are now talking about, getting ready to dive into my latest project, which is called Flushed and Fabulous,
Yeah.
a lighthearted guide
Yeah.
in mental health. I mean, menopause. See, that's that brain fog.
It is mental health, for sure.
It really is. It
It
really
is.
is. So I'm just honored. And I'm excited. I get excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how did you become a vegan wellness coach? I think you hit on it a little bit, but how did you actually, decide to dive down that pathway?
Yeah, she's trying to pull
Pathways
it
you can
out. She's
take.
trying to pull it out. She's trying to pull it out. Let me go ahead and tell the story. All right. So I decided several years ago, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I was dealing with depression. I was dealing with obesity. And then the straw that broke that camel back, as they say, is when my doctor says, "Hey, and by the way, you're pre-diabetic.
Mhm.
Any day now, I'm going to have to give you some insulin and you're going to take that needle, fill it up, and you have to give yourself shots." I was not trying to hear that.
I know.
I was miserable. And
Mhm.
so I just started on this journey. And I was that person that was set up in the middle of the night and an infomercial, knowing I had to be at work. But I'm trying to find some help here. And then I didn't want to tell anybody because I was also embarrassed. I was embarrassed. Here I was, an Air Force veteran,
Mhm.
misfit. I was all of that. And then I wake up and I'm 236 pounds. I'm dealing with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity, depression, pre-diabetic. So I'm sitting up at night watching the infomercial because in my mind, I was like, I know they're going to come up with that little pill, that blue or that red pill. And all we have to do is take one of them and I will be made whole again, right?
Mhm.
That's what I was doing. So I was on that journey. I was on that journey. So when I figured out one day, I'm sitting in church, and you know how you go to church and you feel like you haven't been to church in a while, but how do you know? How did the minister know you was coming that day? Because his sermon is about you.
Mhm. Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
talking directly to me, and he was talking, and what during that time he was talking about Lent, the Daniel fast, giving up something, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what could I possibly give up? And that really kind of started it all. So I decided just for 40 days to
Okay.
give up, meat and animal byproducts. And after 90 days, I mean, I made it through the 40 days. And
Okay.
after 90 days, I was taking off all the medication.
Wow.
Within 10 months, I had lost over 70 pounds. I wasn't taking anything.
Wow.
What I was doing was I finally figured out how to allow food to be my medicine and never, ever again my poison. So
Oh,
here I am
awesome.
today. And that's what started my whole wonderful lifestyle change. I just get so excited.
That is awesome, Brenda. That story alone, my light went out on it. That story alone is just totally amazing because most people can't go just, 0 to 100 the way you did. So that's awesome. It's inspiring to hear that. And it gives us inspiration to know, hey, that I'm sure you share different ways that you can take pathways that you can take to get there, but it's inspiring to hear that you can take it from here to there, so
Yeah, well, I have to say this, and with all honesty, as I mentioned before, I met an angel. And that angel, I knew that angel was going to stay with me. And I know that angel was going to encourage me. And
yeah.
that angel was you. And so I can't take all that credit. You know, you introduced me to books. I remember, oh, I have to say this. I remember, you guys, when I went to this appointment to see Shadonne, Shadonne used to always call me Brenda Brand. Hey, Brenda Brand. Hey, Brenda Brand. And on this particular day, I just bust out crying. I was like, I'm miserable. And she looked at me, and guess what? She started laughing. She started laughing like Oprah Winfrey in The Color Purple when she had came home from the jail and they were sitting at the table eating, just like she's laughing right now. Y'all see her? She started laughing. And I'm looking at her, tears rolling down. I need to blow my nose. And she just started laughing. And that's what she said, oh, it's going to be you. It's going to be you. And that's what I mean when I said she changed my life, because I didn't see nothing funny that day. But because of her, here I am. So that's why I was able to go from 0 to 100, because I had support. And that's what this whole thing is about. This whole menopausal journey is about sacred spaces, about support, about women being there for one another.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So what inspires you to write Flush and Fabulous?
What inspired me to write this book, Flushed and Fabulous, is very personal. I only would write about things I know about, that's for sure, and things that I have experienced. So this book is very personal because I am going through menopause as we speak. Now, what you all don't see, I got a fan in my lap and I got a fan on the floor. I hope I don't have to. I hope I don't have to turn it on. My fan is right here.
Nice, nice.
So it's very personal, and not only that, but when menopause hit, the sweating. At first, I didn't. I was like, wait a minute. I know that's not me. You know, and the reason why I say I didn't, I kind of didn't want to believe it was happening to me is because I actually entered menopause over 14 years ago when I first started my vegan journey. So I have been vegan without meat, animal products for over 14 years now. I had my first hot flash, my first hot flash. And I wrote about it. It's in the book. I talk about my first hot flash. I was with my best friend. We were in the mall, and all of a sudden, I came out of my shoes. I thought I had stepped in water. And I remember her laughing at me. And she said, girl, I think that was a hot flash. When I tell y'all, I was in shock. So at that time, I had just went cold turkey, no meat or any of that. And I remember going to the doctor, and I told her about what had happened. And she said, yeah, you're entering, menopause. And that was one of the symptoms. I said, oh my gosh, can you stop it? She's like, well, let's just see, that was your first one. Well, I didn't see my doctor for like maybe 2 months or 3 months or something like that. And I was asking her because I was going through the Daniel fast and all of that. And so, not even a Daniel fast, I just gave up meat and all that. That was my thing. So when I went to her, I told her that. She said, how are your hot flashes? I was like, what hot flash? Oh my goodness. I only had one. And she was telling me that because of me changing my diet, that's probably what slowed it all the way down. And so now fast forward, here I am 14 years later, and I'm going through it. Now, I don't think I'm going through it. I don't think my symptoms are off the chart or crazy or anything like that. But again, that is really kind of inspired the book because I started doing more research. I started looking for books. I started looking for relatable stories. I even look for books people that look like me, So when I couldn't find that, I was like, no, I need something that I can write, relatable stories, make it funny. Because when you think about it, the hot flashes, the brain fog, the sleepless nights, you don't have no one to talk to because you're wide awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. Might be sleep. The whole house is sleeping. You still up, Exactly. So that's what creators like. I want to hold space and let people to empower women and let them know that it is okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to go get those keys out of the refrigerator once you find them and know you left them in the freezer by the ice cream that you shouldn't have been eating in the first.
So that's why I love the keys in the refrigerator and the freezer story. I love it.
It's true.
I love it.
It's true. So,
I
so
love
it,
it.
it really is a ride, but it's one that if you are menopause, you get to a certain age, you're gonna go through it.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's how you go through it and knowing that you have a whole support. And hopefully, in the book will help you to laugh and cry and do all those wonderful things as well.
Yes, yes, I love it. Isn't it amazing how it's so diverse? Like we all have different symptoms to different severity levels. Just everything. It's just refreshing. I love to just hear the different stories and the different journeys that we all have. But, we're trying to go to the same pathway. It's just a different way to get there, right?
Mhm.
So, question about what gap in menopause education or did you want to fill in the book?
Well, what I had noticed as far as the gap, like the different experiences, to validate the emotions,
Mhm.
these books that I was reading, they just talked about the symptoms, what to do when when the symptoms happen, what you can do. But I want to hear from people. I want to hear from other women. So I wanted to fill that gap by offering some honest stories, some humor, and even some evidence-based strategies that you or even guidance that you can use when you're dealing with whatever situation. The book has 12 chapters, and
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a chapter that has somebody's name on it, if not two, three. Now I'm gonna tell you ladies right now, all the chapters have my name.
Yes, I was gonna say I think you covered me in a lot of these chapters as well. So
Yeah,
I thought it was very relevant. Very.
yeah.
So who would you say the book is for? I know it's a menopausal women, but who would you say it is for? Or, what is the transformation that you hope to bring about to the readers?
This book is for every woman that is going through menopause, but this book is also for family members, also for their significant others.
Yeah.
Ladies, if you go to Amazon right now, my first testimony came from a man. I didn't even know. A
Wow.
man wrote the book, and the man is saying, "Oh my gosh, thank you. I did not know this is what you all are dealing with."
Yeah.
So it's for any and everyone, especially those your loved ones that really want to support you and help you through this amazing and powerful journey.
It is that. That it is.
Yes,
What's
yes.
one myth about menopause that you wanted to bust? Because it's several. But
Okay.
one that sticks out to you.
Okay. So I'm going to be honest and say that I'm guilty of this myth. I'm very transparent, by the way.
Yes.
I'm guilty because I'm here to tell you when that sweat, them hot flashes hit, at 1:30 in the morning or whatever, waking me up. Oh my goodness. Ladies, I love to sleep. I love to sleep. So
Yes.
don't wake me up. So when it woke me up, I just kind of like sat up and was like, doggone it, my life is over.
Okay.
Menopause is here. My life is over. So that's the myth. The myth is this, and I'm gonna bust this myth. Your life is not over. Your
Yes.
best years are not behind you. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's right now. So that is the myth. Don't think that your best years are behind you. Your life is over. That's just a
Mhm.
myth. So that's the one I want. Now, what it is that menopause is powerful. Yeah, you're gonna go through the hot flashes, the brain fog. You don't want nobody to touch you. You don't want nobody to say anything. But this is something else I want you all to really sit into this.
Mhm.
It helps you to prioritize your life. It
Yeah.
helps you for those of us that really had a problem saying no, you won't have a problem no more. you, you,
It helps you establish
no,
some boundaries.
and
Real
you
quick.
won't, yeah, it set the boundary, and you won't feel bad.
I
You'll
know.
be like this. You'll be like this. I said no, and that's it. No to whatever. And I know y'all know what I'm talking
I
about. so,
love it.
so yeah.
Well, that's good. I think I'm gonna need a segue to that. That's funny you said that because I wanted to read a short excerpt out of the book if that's
Okay,
okay.
great.
So one of my favorite chapters was actually chapter 7, which is called the libido limbo. And yes, we know that a lot of us deal with the libido issues are low. We don't, it's just a lot happening with us at this stage. So
That's
I
true.
grabbed this little excerpt out that I thought was funny, and it was both funny and empowering, but it says, speaking of hydration, let's not forget the power of visual humor. Imagine a t-shirt that reads, "My body is a desert, but I'm still a sexy queen." It's a playful nod to the reality we're facing while also embracing our strength. Plus, it gives your friends something to giggle about during brunch because nothing brings women together like shared experiences and a good laugh.
Yes.
I thought that was hilarious. That body is a desert, but I'm a sexy queen.
Yes.
That's
I'm
that's
holding that. I am holding that. Yes, yes.
yes. So I thought that was wonderful, but it's so much wealth, so much information, so much empowerment just packed in this little guide.
Mhm.
I think every woman would really benefit from this. Um, and like I said, I like the book because it's not preachy. It's or it's really grounded. I like it that it really helps us just reclaim this stage that we're in. I
Yeah.
say that us midlife women are powerhouses. This is great.
Yes.
You have the wisdom
Yes.
that is needed. So this really helps us in navigating these menopause years.
Yes.
Let me keep us moving here. Oh, I did want to ask you. I want you to share with us how the plant-based lifestyle supports menopause wellness during this stage.
Okay, so remember when I said earlier that, when I had my first hot flash, I was changing my life, my diet. I went from the standard American diet to a vegan diet. And I had that one flash, and then I didn't have the flashes anymore. And then guess what? That lasted like 14 years. And here I am now, going through menopause. And yeah, I have hot flashes, little brain fog, sleepless nights where I wake up, but that's okay. But plant-based diet, it truly is a game changer
Yeah.
for many of my clients. So what's happening when you're eating these plants from Mother Nature? These plants are loaded with fiber. They're loaded with
Mm,
antioxidant, and they also have what's really interesting is called phytoestrogen. Because what is happening, Shadonne, I'm sure we're losing estrogen. We're losing. It's declining. That's estrogen is powerful, and that's why we're having the brain fog, our bone health, cardiovascular, all of this stuff. So just imagine if you're able to eat plants, certain foods that have these in. And so what phytoestrogen does, it's a plant compound that mimics estrogen, which ease the symptoms. Now, I'm not going to say it goes away. It
right.
eases the symptoms. And so that's why I definitely encourage women to make sure you kind of crowd that plate with some plant-based foods to
Yeah.
really help to ease some of the symptoms.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Are there any favorite foods that you recommend during this time or any go-to meals? You shared amazing recipes on your Facebook group too, so we'll be able to be sure to share that information.
Yes, yes. So for breakfast, my favorite go-to meal, I like smoothies. And
Okay.
I really believe that I'm really enjoying these smoothies because they are cooling me off.
I know that's right. Yes.
And
Yeah.
then with a smoothie, you can take all these plants and you can put this different foods and just blend them all up. So now you got all of this. You got proteins, healthy fat, smart carbs. You have all of this in a smoothie. But whenever I'm not, with a smoothie, I like making like overnight oats. Because I'm able to add things like flax seeds, chia seeds, that helps with the hunger, that helps with the late night cravings and all that kind of stuff.
Mm,
um, for dinner, I like quinoa, not quinoa, quinoa, wherever it's quinoa. It's quinoa. I like making a bowl, but I
quinoa.
like a lot of roasted vegetables as well.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. So tips for women that's new to veganism or curious about it. Any tips for us?
Oh yeah, start slow. Start slow. Do not beat yourself up. And when I say start slow, you pick a day. It could be a meatless Monday, a meatless Tuesday. Just pick a day. It could be a meatless meal, meaning, let's say you eat meat, like for you add meat to your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You could just choose one and say, okay, I'm not going to have any meat for breakfast.
Oh, okay.
And then you just kind of like gradually, go into it that way. So you want to start as small because number one is this: you're already dealing with menopause.
Right.
Hot flashes, brain fog, that make you, it can agitate you, right? And then for you to say, oh, and that Dr. Brenda up here talking about go meatless, don't, so you don't want anyone to feel bad. So you just want to kind of like start slow and then to pay attention to gauge. And what I also tell women is start when you are having a hot flash, stop. As soon as that hot flash starts, stop and say, what did I drink? Did I
Yeah.
have some caffeine?
Yes.
What was, start, figuring out what's triggering that and
Yeah.
how to slow that down from happening.
And that
Okay, so
caffeine is definitely a trigger.
yeah. Huh?
That caffeine is definitely a trigger.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's
Yes, it is.
definitely a trigger. So, at
Yes.
least for me anyway,
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely for me. So, question about the women wellness in our community. Why do you think it's important for women to be a part of supportive spaces like retreats or book communities or your Facebook groups and things like that you offer?
I believe that, where I come from a small town, and it was like a community. My parents never had to worry about us acting up because Miss Eula was going to keep us in place, or somebody in that neighborhood was going to keep us in place. So, they wasn't worried about that. When
Yeah.
it comes to menopause, when it comes to support groups, it's very vital, especially during midlife, because you might feel isolated. You might be the only one that's going through it. So it's very important to have, I'm going to say it again, sacred spaces like the retreat. Or even a support group. You want to let someone know that, hey, you have that support. You have someone that is going to help you, that's going to be there. And it's very important for us as women to continuously learn how to bond, keep the sisterhood alive.
Yeah.
I can't do this without you, and I don't want to do this without you. So that's why I totally believe in it. So I'm looking forward.
I'm excited too. This is great. This is perfect timing. And now we're in a time where menopause movement is such a movement where I feel like there's more information, more support than ever. It was kind of a tabooish thing. I feel like now it's more, it's more welcome, more mainstream and accepted. So this is
Yeah.
perfect time.
Yeah, and not only that, another thing, you hear about it more and more, and it's also non-judgmental.
Yes.
That's very important. So let's show up. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Bring some clinics. I don't care. Let's just let's ride this journey together and just support one another.
Well, I thank you for this. Before we close out, where can we grab this book? Where can the viewers buy the book?
So this book here, you can buy the book. I'm asking everyone that wants a copy of the book to visit my website is drbtbradley.com. I will sign. I love autographing books because I really do write.
He
I don't
does. Here's mine right here.
Yes, yes. So you'll get an autographed copy. I will actually mail this book myself. This is, like I said, this is very personal. I don't take it lightly, and just to support, I really do appreciate it. And also, like I said, I always pay it forward. So when you go to the website, www.drbtbradley.com, put in your discount code. It's going to be as in flushed, F as in fabulous, 2025. FF 2025. And you will receive a 10% or 15%. I'm not sure which one I have down there. 10 or 15% discount. You
Awesome.
can also get the book off of Amazon, but I really ask that you come to me on my website so that I can autograph, because I will not be able to autograph on from Amazon when it's sold on
Oh,
Amazon.
we going to the website. We want an autographed copy.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. So we get a discount. We use F like Frank, 2025,
That
right?
is correct. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. So are there any final thoughts, Dr. Brenda? And what does it mean to be flushed and fabulous?
Oh, yes. I can talk forever. Because I just want to get it in there. I want you to feel it in your bones, feel it in your soul. Flushed and fabulous means embracing every hot flash, every life lesson. It's about coming into who you are meant to be. You are on a journey, and this journey is a journey of transformation. You are transitioning into the queen that you are. So, yeah, fan yourself, laugh, cry, do whatever. But just know you are coming, you are evolving, you are becoming your greatest version.
Yes. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. So I thank you, Dr. Brenda. We're going to grab a copy on your website so we can get that signed copy using our discount code FF2025.
Yes,
And you're going to give us that wonderful autograph copy.
yes.
And I just love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for taking the time to share this next venture with us. And this is so needed. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yes, and we will follow. We will put all that information down in the comments for you. Her wonderful Facebook group that she's very active in there. It just really pours out, gives so much information, so much help, so much support in that group. And like I said, we'll also to her website to grab a copy of your Flushed and Fabulous. All right. Thank you, Dr. Brenda.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone. Have a
I'll
great
see you
one.
soon.